If you had to describe America in one word right now, what word would you use?
Confused, unrecognizable.
Hungry, chaotic,
sad,
tense.
I would say we're suffering.
great. I think America's a great place to be.
Welcome to Georgia.
It's the cradle of the Confederacy, but also the birthplace of the Civil Rights Movement.
It's never really been full-on Trump, right? He lost it once.
This state could decide the Democrats' chances at taking control of the Senate. And a lot depends on whether Black voters are motivated to show up. So I'm asking folks, why didn't you vote for Kamala Harris? What do you think the Democratic Party thinks of you? What's the dream? When I asked you how America is doing, you said suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Suffering how?
Every time we go to the gas, put gas in our car, utilities, food, everything is high.
If you had to describe the Democratic Party in one word, what word would you use?
Messy.
Messy.
Very much so.
I would describe the Democratic Party as outdated.
I think something went wrong by not including young blood. I want to see younger people come in and bring in new ideas. I would love to see that.
What do you think the Democratic Party thinks of you?
I think that the progressives of the Democratic Party specifically, I think they see me as a person who is capable of inspiring change within my community. But I would say for a lot of the more the older members of the Democratic Party feels like I'm just another number to get them a vote.
We're just pawns in this very strategic, nasty, diabolical game of chess that they're playing, that we don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. I want them to hear our problems, our struggles, what we're actively going through every day. I feel like they're kind of like corporations.
What do you think of the Democratic Party?
It's lacking that factor. Trump got that I don't like Trump, but he got that
But what happened to the Democratic Party?
It dismantled after Clinton.
Say that again?
Clinton, when Clinton
after
left,
Clinton.
it was over with. Who did we have after Clinton? Oh, Obama was cool. Let me tell you, I love Obama.
It was Obama, then Clinton.
Then Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the first Clinton.
Oh, okay.
Before me.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about Bill.
I'm talking about, oh boy, Bill, yeah. Oh,
The first black president.
The first black president, right? Bill had his issues, of course.
Do you think the Democratic Party has just become too corporate?
Absolutely. I like the way he phrased that. They're definitely too corporate. It's too much, it's too messy, it's too corporate, it's too many politics. No pun.
Do you think that the Democratic Party cares about you?
It's like that auntie, right, at the cookout to come over there and she act like she cool with people, but she look down on people. I feel like the Democratic people, they just fake. It just feels fake. They tried to do the Megan Thee Stallion thing, that was horrible. When Harris got Megan Thee Stallion to do, what was that? It was, people can see through the bullshit. That's the problem with the Democrats. They do things for show. It's all theatrics. It's not authentic, and people can tell. It has to be in you, not on you. And people can smell it. I can smell you bullshitting me. And they don't think you can smell it.
There was a point that I just voted straight Democrat. Now I'm at the point that I'm actually taking the time to look at each candidate, to actually see the ballot before I go to the voting booth to know what I'm doing. The first time I voted for Obama, I thought it was going to make a difference. And the first time I voted for Donald Trump, I thought it was going to make a difference.
Let me ask, your vote for Donald Trump both times, was that a vote that was cast in the hopes that Donald Trump could maybe make a change or deliver something different, or was that a protest vote against the Democratic Party?
Probably more protest.
It sounds like the Democratic Party has let you down.
I think government has let me down.
How do you think Donald Trump has done so far?
I kind of like where he's going with revitalizing industry. I see that as an opportunity for communities like ours, small communities, to get young people, men and women, involved with skilled trades that pay very well.
Do you think the Democrats are focused on the wrong issues?
I think so. I talk to my wife about it all the time. I want them to be a catalyst for economic development here in the United States and in the world.
Okay.
So if they were to concentrate more on that rather than social issues, I think we could move forward.
If I'm hearing you correctly, no matter who was in office, different Republicans, Democrats, white folks, black folks, whoever, there hasn't been change that you've seen.
Not in my opinion. Obama was the president for 8 years. Albany still looked the same. Joe Biden became president. Albany still looked the same. Donald Trump was president 2 terms. Albany still looks the same. We've been sold the idea that the only way our communities are going to change is if we go to the voting polls. And that is absolutely not the truth.
So why do you vote then?
Because I just feel like it's the right thing to do.
Why?
Because too many people died for it.
Truly, I only vote to honor the people who fought for me to have the right. Do I have faith? I don't know. I'm just voting because there's a lot of people ahead of me that fought for me to have this right. And maybe one day it'll make sense for me and my kids and my grandkids.
Why didn't you vote for Kamala Harris?
I feel like at that time in my life, voting was not important to me. I didn't have time to worry about voting or making sure my voice was heard. I was worried more so about surviving and making sure I get to the next day, the next week even, but mainly the next day because it's a day-to-day process for me.
Who are some politicians who you do like?
I like Bernie Sanders.
You like Bernie Sanders?
I follow him on every social media platform. I like the New York mayor.
Mamdani.
I like Mamdani. I like him a lot.
What do you like about him?
He got that He's a man of the people, and you can tell that. He can't be bought. He might be able to get bought later, but right now he's pretty thorough in the way he practices when he preach.
So you like Mamdani?
I do. And I think that he is making a blueprint for future politicians to come. I wish that he could be duplicated and we could have him everywhere, honestly, because I just love how he's for the people.
Socialists, you know, the word is like it's like a bad word.
To a lot of people, yeah.
To a lot of people. But they have some good points. I mean, there's some things that really take care of, you know, some countries that really do have the socialist perspective. They really took care of their citizens.
So the word democratic socialism, the phrase, doesn't scare you?
It doesn't scare me.
What are some of the ideas that you hear from folks like AOC, for example, or Bernie, that you like?
That I like, that we need to do this healthcare piece.
Medicare for all.
Medicare for all. Yes, for all. You know, if you're a citizen, you're born and raised, you should at least be able to go and say, I can get my teeth pulled.
Healthcare, I think that should be afforded to everyone, regardless. Now I consider myself to be more in the middle, like moderate. I guess a moderate Democrat or liberal. But I don't think they're too far.
Personally, for me, I think that the taxing the wealthy was like one of the biggest things for me, like especially with Kamala Harris's unrealized gains tax. Like that was something that I was a big supporter of, because that's one of the biggest ways that like a lot of people who are in the top 1% manage to avoid paying so much in tax.
I think that there needs to be something radical to occur in this country. I think people are looking for something radical.
What is your American dream?
The American dream for me looks like being able to live like my parents did in the 80s and 90s.
If you had to describe life as a Black woman in 2026 in one word, what word would you use?
Perseverance, and maybe even hopeful. My mother forced me to go to the white school, as they called it, because she said I could do it and I needed to do it, and so I did. In the classroom, nobody would sit in this seat in front of me or behind me because I was Black. Until we started getting grades, I was always at the top of the class. So then, I can remember this one boy sat next to me and would turn around to ask me
for the answers.
For the answers.
You said it feels sometimes like some people in America want to take us back. When you say that, you mean back to Jim Crow times?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Trump would like to take us back to slavery, to tell you the truth. You know, I mean, I think he'd like all Black people to go back to Africa. But maybe he'd keep one or two. You know, we're in a fight to save democracy right now. We have to organize. We have to vote. We have to be vigilant.
I talk to my children about everything that concerns us. They know all of their history.
What did you tell them about voting?
We died. We died. So if we died to do something, it's got to be powerful. It's got to be powerful.
What does it mean to you to be an American or a Black American today?
First, I love America. I've been all around the world, and it is nowhere that I feel as comfortable as I do as America.
Even now?
Even now. Even in this political climate, even in this social climate, even in this horrible economy that we have, it's still the greatest place that you could be, and I love being American. I just want to see America love me.